I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am fertile. My fertility goddess. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses. Welcome to your December 2025 fertility pick a card reading. This is going to be a check in to see what the month of December 2025 will be bringing into your journey to baby. Now, this reading is for those who are trying to conceive or maybe thinking about starting in the month of December, or may even just be wanting to know what guidance and insight your spirit team has for you or your spirit baby has for you in regards to your upcoming journey to baby. Okay, for whatever reason you are here, you were led to this reading for a reason, and you were led to our family for a reason. Just in case you are new, my name is Janessa, and I am a spirit baby medium and a fertility psychic, and I am so happy that you are here. And if you're returning, welcome back, goddess. If you haven't joined the family yet officially, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a video, whenever your little one wants you to get some more updates or some guidance from them on how to move forward in your journey to baby. Now, as you can see here, we have three different piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. But before we jump into that, I want to share something very near and dear to my heart. If you have seen any of my most recent videos, then most likely you've heard me rave about a brand new company that I have had the honor of working with, Otter Spirit. They are a small family owned business based in Monterey Bay, California, home of the sea otter, hence the name Otter Spirit. Not only are their intention based jewelry so powerful and beyond gorgeous, but it is jewelry with a cause. Let me explain. Each bracelet purchase equals $1 donation to protect sea otters. Now, the set that you see before you is the Self Love Intention Bracelet set. I chose this set specifically to send a vibration of self love throughout our community. This set includes multi Amazonite stone for healing, rose quartz crystal for love, and sunstone for confidence. When on a journey like many of us are here within our community, welcoming a baby, pregnancy journey, and so forth, there are so many days where self-love takes the back seat. We can easily forget to pour into ourselves while we try to navigate all the twists, turns, and demands that are needed on an everyday occurrence. If you are looking for a way to love on yourself, pour into yourself, or even give the gift of self love to a friend or a loved one this holiday season, this is the perfect way to do so. And for Black Friday, Otter Spirit is offering everyone here in our community 20% off any order with my code Janessa20, and 35% off all other orders over $99 with code Janessa35. It is such an honor for me to be able to offer this to you today, as I really feel like these bracelets help me when it comes to setting my intention for my day. I can read the affirmation that it comes with, or I can just literally put the bracelet on and feel the vibration of whatever intention I am trying to set course through my body. These bracelets and this jewelry in general is so powerful and so beautiful, and I love that I can share this with you guys, because I feel like as we approach the end of this year, a lot of reflection is happening, a lot of blame, a lot of what I, review of the past, of what I could have done better, what I could have done differently. And this is a time where we need to pour into ourselves and love on ourselves even more than ever. So, if this is something that you're interested in, the link to these beautiful intention bracelets are down below in the description box. And like I mentioned, these bracelets have such a powerful intention already set on them. So, I have 9 of these bracelets already, and I have not felt the need to set my own intention with them, or like put them on my selenite wand when I receive them, or any of that, because I feel the energy from opening the box. Like, the intention that is set is so powerful. I literally just read the affirmation that comes with it, and I put them right on, and I can feel the energy coursing through my body. So I 10 out of 10 recommend this company for crystal bracelets and necklaces if that's something that you are looking for. Okay, link is down below, and don't forget to use your discount code. Let's go ahead and dive into each pile. So pile number 1, we have this. I don't even know what crystal this is here. It's like clear with not red, like orange streaks in it. And I forgot what the name of this crystal is. I'll have to look it up, but it's really gorgeous. I was really it's, I want to say it's clear, but it's really not completely clear like a clear quartz. It kind of has like a cloudy, as you guys can see, like cloudy consistency inside of it as well. Our tint, our tinge to it. It's really, really, really pretty. And I was really drawn to it for pile number 1. So maybe the color orange is significant, or you've been feeling called to work with your sacral chakra at this time. Maybe you've been feeling very creative. Okay. So that can, those can resonate with you, or maybe you're just drawn to that crystal, or pile number 1. Pile number 2 is a small malachite crystal. Okay, so malachite is a really great protective stone. First of all, this is the color green, so it's a very fertile energy. It's also giving holiday vibes too for me, but it's also really protective, especially for travel. And I was really drawn to this for pile number 2. And then pile number 3, we have this. I want to say this is amber. It's either amber or golden healer. I can't remember which crystal this is or which stone this is, but it's super pretty as well. This one is like see-through kinda, but it has like a golden tint to it, almost like honey. Okay, so it's really, really pretty, and I felt drawn to this for pile number 3. So whether you're drawn to the crystal, the number, the vibe of the card, go ahead and select your pile. All the timestamps are down below in the description box, as well as in the comment section, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 1. Welcome to your December 2025 fertility check-in. We are going to be asking Spirit what December is going to bring to your journey to baby. Okay, so in this reading, you may find out, that pregnancy is coming, or pregnancy is near, that your baby is planning on arriving. But if we don't in this pile or in this reading, don't worry. I have a couple of other ideas that I want to do for a video. One being specifically, will you conceive in December? So if you're looking for those messages and they don't come through in this reading, no worries. Please take whatever resonates for you in this reading. Everything will not resonate with you since it is collective, but I do believe that you're here for a reason. So anything that you feel that is for you, go ahead and soak it in, okay, or sit with it, put it in your back pocket for later, whatever you feel called to do. Okay, now if you chose pile number 1, you were attracted to this crystal, or maybe you've been seeing the numbers 111, 1111, or ones have just been following you. You're ready for a new start, a new beginning. Okay, and that could be something that December is bringing to you. I cannot remember the name of this crystal for the life of me. Okay, it's like clear, but it has like a white like tint to it, or tinge to it, with like orange streak. So if you want to look it up later, or you want to look it up now, you're more than welcome to see what this crystal may be, okay, and why you're attracted to it. I highly recommend that. Okay, now I have a few cards that I've already like pre-shuffled, so we're going to flip those over first, and we're going to see what December is bringing your way, and then we'll go ahead and pull some more cards. Okay, so let's see here. The first one we have says, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? What is not aligned or needs to change? And that's a question. Okay, so what I feel here, and I felt the need to like rephrase that as a question as it's written. So I'm hearing a lot of things. So the first thing that I'm hearing with align your life, the first thing I thought about was something that Spirit has really brought to my attention recently, is that the work that I do with our community, or within our community, is really really help to bring baby and mama and papa's frequencies into alignment. Because as baby is coming into their physical body, right, as they are transitioning into their physical form, they are in sense descending in frequency, right? If you're familiar with like frequency music, like hertz, right, like 432 hertz, or the healing frequencies or sound bowls and the frequencies that they give off, or what are those tuning forks, right? Which are really, actually, these are really good things for you to do, I feel like, or you may even have been feeling called to do, listening to more like subliminals or to frequencies or getting your own sound bowl. That may be something that you've been feeling called to work with, especially ones that help when it comes to like fertility or the sacral chakra, that are tuned for the sacral chakra healing and balance and stuff like that. Okay. But and the crown as well. I'm hearing the crown as well as the third eye. But what I'm hearing, oh, we were talking about the sacral. Oh, duh. Okay, with the crystal. I was talking about the orange energy. But what I was hearing is that, the month of December is bringing in this sense of alignment for you. I feel like things may have been feeling kind of chaotic for you, or you have been feeling kind of like, what I'm hearing is like out of whack. So maybe you haven't been feeling like yourself. You haven't been, you've been trying to still move forward in your journey to baby, or maybe you chose to take a pause, a break, because you have been kind of feeling a bit chaotic, like how the puzzle pieces haven't been fitting, right? Is what it feels like. I'm trying to fit the puzzle pieces into the puzzle, but they're not fitting. And like here she has like two mouths, right? And it's kind of like, what's going on here? Two noses. And it's like something doesn't belong. Something needs to be removed, right? And that's what I feel like, is happening in the month of December for you. With the question here, what is not aligned or needs to change? I feel like Spirit is giving you some time in the month of December to reflect. I feel like, things are going to start to be revealed to you, so that, what needs to be removed is removed and what needs to change is changed. But I also feel like this comes after a period of reflection, a period of time where you take maybe to meditate, right? Maybe to sit with this question. Maybe you've already been reflecting on this, right? Like, why don't I feel like myself? Or why haven't I conceived? Why haven't things been feeling like, in up to par, is what I'm hearing. And maybe you've already been thinking about this and having discussions with your partner about this and what needs to shift and what needs to change. And I feel like this is a gift that's being given to you in the month of December to help you align, you and your partner align with your baby's arrival. Okay. Now let's see, anything else, Spirit, that's coming through with that? Nope, I'm hearing I said it all. I love it. So the next thing that we have here is, hi mama, nature is a big part of our conception journey. So I do feel like things are going to naturally fall into place for you in the month of December. I'm hearing that, and a big part of that is by you, number one, realizing or coming to this understanding of what is natural for you. Where have you been trying to fit yourself or make yourself fit into? Like what bottle or what like I'm hearing this song by Christina Aguilera, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Okay, so I'm seeing someone like try to fit themselves into some place that they necessarily don't, like, you don't fit there, right? Like, just you're trying to squeeze yourself into something. Maybe you're trying to make a time frame fit. Maybe you're trying to get pregnant by a certain time, or you have like certain expectations of your journey that maybe are not realistic for your soul's contract at this time, or your baby's soul's contract, right? Their arrival journey, their arrival timeline, and the timeline for you and your partner, right? And a lot of times we forget that, it's not just about getting pregnant and like welcoming our baby into earth size. Sometimes it is about not sometimes, it is about all the time, your soul contract, your partner's soul contract, and baby soul contract, right? And when they're meant to come into this world, and what they're meant to do, and how old they're meant to be at a certain, what age they're meant to be at a certain time in the timeline. And in 2042 they're meant to be a certain age, and so they have to be born at a certain time in order to be that age, so that they have that experience that their soul is meant to have, right? Same for you guys, right? You and your partner, or you, if you're a single parent by choice, right? You're meant to meet the doctor or the donor at a specific time. You're meant to go on this journey at a specific time. You're meant to have certain experiences in your lifetime for certain life lessons to be learned at a specific time and a specific age, right? And that is all something that has been decided before you even arrived here on earth. Now, we do have choices that Spirit allows us to Sorry if you hear my puppies in the background. They're barking at something, but that could be a sign for you too. Maybe you have puppies, but um, we are given choices, right? And we can make certain choices and decisions throughout our lifetime to help, alter and shifts and change things. But the beautiful thing, and it's kind of like, on the opposite end, it's kind of like, I don't want to say not beautiful, because it's the beautiful thing is we have choice, but the not beautiful thing, I guess you could say, I don't want to say that because it's still beautiful, is that from the choices that we make, we can create chaos, right? We have the ability, we have free will, right? Which is a beautiful thing, but it can also be very confusing. There we go. That's a better way of phrasing it. It can be confusing. So in the month of December, Spirit is making things shift or helping things shift with you because you have free will, helping you make the proper choices and decisions that is going to help you get back to, and understanding who you are at heart. I'm hearing who you are at heart. So what your soul, what your heart is truly desiring, and what you want to oh, I'm hearing how you want a mother, how you want to be a mother, who you want to be as a mother. So it's not just about the mother you want to be, but the person you want to be as a mother, right? And some of you guys have lost yourself along this journey, and the pieces are being put back together. But a big part of that is being out in nature as well, right? What's better than like getting back to your natural self than like tuning into nature's frequency, the grass, the trees, the leaves. Snow is also part of nature. Okay, so where it's like maybe you're like, it's snowing, it's raining, I can't go out there, I can't ground in the grass, I can't do this. But there are other forms of like connecting with nature that, that will also bring in certain energies. Now, you do have to be mindful of what that feeling, right? Snow may not be the right frequency that you're looking for, so it may not be the right type of nature to connect with. And if that's the case, then that's not something to to collect and have with you, right? But maybe rainwater, right? Maybe you're looking for a cleansing energy, or maybe you are wanting to connect with the sun, right? The sun is still out even though it's snowing, right? um, Spirit is saying like just be creative at this time. And I feel like in the month of December, you're going to be urged and pushed and nudged and, given the ideas of how you can be creative and how you can connect with certain frequencies. I mean, lighting a fireplace, right? There's fire, there's flame, there's passion from that, right? Or sitting in a fire pit. There's so many different ways to connect with natural elements or nature, if you will. Okay. Let's see what else the month of December is bringing you. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords energy, and it says heartache, loss, feeling betrayed. And I feel like this is an energy you've already been in. I feel like this is why you are being the puzzle pieces are being put back together for you, because you have felt betrayed. I feel like maybe you expected to get pregnant this year. Here you are in the month of December, and you've gone through the entire year, and you're like, what the heck? What is going on, right? And I feel like, for some of you guys, you are in this healing phase, or you're stepping into this phase of healing, the deeper understanding, getting to the root of what's really going on, why you may be feeling a certain way emotionally, mentally, and maybe why something physically is happening or not happening. And so this energy that Spirit has been talking about, like putting the puzzle pieces back together, getting back to yourself, it is all the part of this Three of Swords energy, which is that healing. Okay, it says acknowledge your feelings, seek support, and give yourself time to heal. And that's exactly what the month of December 2025 is bringing for you and your journey to baby. It says feelings of sadness or grief or frustration due to difficulties in conceiving or unsuccessful fertility treatments or sad news. And I feel like this is something that you may have experienced throughout this year. Possible past miscarriage or loss. This storm won't last forever. Expect a rainbow, okay? And Spirit is reminding you, in the month of December, you're being reminded of this rainbow that is upcoming. For some, this could even be your rainbow comes in the month of December, right? Your blessing, your prayer is answered, your wishes are fulfilled, your manifestations manifest into the physical, okay? But what I'm really hearing is like it starts with your root and it goes up, right? Which is how the energy flows. It flows from our root chakra up into our crown and beyond. It actually starts at I believe it's called the soul star, which is below the root. Is that the soul star that's below? There's like, I think like two chakra points that are below. It might be two. It's either one or two that's below the root chakra, and then there's like one or two that's above the crown. The soul star might be above the crown. I can't remember what the one or two that are beneath the root are, but I'm hearing like we're digging deep here. We're getting really deep, and spirit is really unwinding. And I'm recording this on the 20th of November, which yesterday and today shares the energy of the new moon in Scorpio. And this is a very emotional time. It's a very emotional time. So I'm not surprised that December is when the pieces get put back together, because I feel like there's been a moment of reflection during this period. I know that I have been reflecting on a lot at this time, not necessarily in regards to my fertility journey, but in regards to this year, in regards to all the changes and shifts and loss that I've experienced, and things that have been like, it feels like taken right from my life this year. But I know that these things needed to fall away, because some part of me was afraid to lose, afraid to release, afraid to let go. And that was stunting my own growth. That was me getting further and further and further and further away from who I am, what I'm meant to experience in this lifetime as Janessa, right? And Spirit was like, look, this year is gonna be rocky. It's gonna take some things. It's what it feels like, but in reality, I'm replacing them with things that are even bigger, better, and larger, right? And more fulfilling, more emotionally and mentally fulfilling, more in alignment with your nature, and more in alignment with who you are meant to be as a mother that you always envisioned yourself to be. So I feel like that is relatable to someone here. I feel like I needed to share that with you guys, because to let you know that you're not alone in this. You're not alone in any loss that you've experienced this year. You're not alone. Even if our losses are different, there are some other goddesses that are present that may have experienced a similar loss as yours. Not the same, because every body's journey is different, but you're not alone is what Spirit wants you to know. And the things that you've experienced this year, or the things that you've experienced up until this point of you seeing this reading, whether it's in December or it's another month, the Spirit is wanting you to know that these things are temporary. Okay, the feeling is temporary, right? The physical loss or the physical removal or shift or change may be permanent, right? But that feeling, that thought pattern, the belief or the loss of belief is all temporary, and soon you will see the light again, right? We were talking about the snow, and the snow may not be the frequency that you want to embody, cold, energy, but maybe you want to go the opposite. And so if you're feeling cold, if you're feeling, Spirit is saying, if the first thing you thought about was snow, that could be because that's what you're in alignment with, right? And maybe you're wanting the opposite of that. You're not wanting to feel cold, left out in the cold, or alone. Maybe you're wanting to feel warm, snuggled, comforted, right? So then if that's the case, then connect with the opposite energy of that, which in the first thing that came to mind for me was fire, right? You have ice and water, the opposite, fire, right? So what I'm hearing is like connect with flames, light candles. Of course, practice fire safety, but light candles, and be by a fireplace, and snuggle up with your boo, and do the things that make you feel cozy and warm. Drink warm tea or hot cocoa or coffee, whatever you choose. But what I'm hearing is like, Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to step into the other side. Don't be afraid to look on the other side. Don't be afraid to look on the bright side. Okay. I'm hearing this on Mr. Brightside. I don't know if that resonates, but that could resonate with some. Maybe you've heard that recently. But like, Spirit is saying that in the month of December, okay, this feeling of feeling betrayed or feeling this pain is not, it's almost like it's being uplifted, it's being removed, it's being shifted, it's being broken up so that it can be taken away slither by slither, instead of, because if it's one big chunk of sadness, one big chunk of hurt, it can feel so like unmanageable. Like, it can feel like, how do I even conquer this? How do I even like push this off of me? It's so heavy. But when a big boulder is broken into a whole bunch of tiny pieces, then those tiny pieces seem so much more manageable. Okay, it seems like so much more achievable. Okay, and I'll share with you guys, like, one of the things that I experienced this year that felt like a loss to me was my car, our family's car. We no longer have it. And that was such a big hit for us because we were like, whoa, like everything, we have to do everything differently, right? And I've been like really going through this healing phase of like, trying to understand why that happened, but also understanding that, Spirit has something bigger and better for us as well. But I feel like one of the things that I want to share from that experience is us having to do things so much more differently. When I said breaking things into little pieces, it reminded me, me and my partner, we were talking about, we're like, okay, we need to get, what is it, like a big like case of water home, right? We need to bring a big case of water home, and we've been taking like different modes of transportation, and we were like, well, we can take a lift, right? But lifts add up, and we were like, okay, we could take a lift to go get it, but but down the street there's like a place that we can just go get a case of water, and then but then we'd have to carry it up the street, and we're like, oh, that sounds a little like crazy, right? When you're used to just putting it in your trunk and just driving it home, right? And so we had this idea, and we're like, well, what if we just take all the bottles out of the package and just put them in different bags at the store and then carry them in bags? And we were like, oh yeah, that sounds so much more manageable. And so sometimes you just have to try to figure out and be creative, like Spirit said, get creative to figure out like, how can I work around this, right? How can I break this up? Some of you guys have been looking at your fertility journey as a whole, as like one big chunk of like project, if you will, right? One big project that's like, there's just like and then the outcome is the baby, right? And that's just what it is. And Spirit is saying it's time to break it down a little bit, okay? Break it into manageable or achievable, if you will, pieces, right? Because when it comes to welcoming your baby earthside, there's so much that goes into that. Like I said, it's you, your partner, and your baby's frequency and energy that goes into bringing, you guys together into this like trine, if you will, right? Of energy that says, okay, now all of our energies are aligned. Let's bring this baby earthside. But there are other things that you can work on that actually will bring up your vibration, your frequency. One of those things being working on your own physical health, your own mental health, your own spiritual health. Who's to say that that was the one thing that was needed in order for your frequency to rise, right? Like you filling your body with organic fruits and vegetables, right? Like that small change can make such a difference in your energy levels, which can make a difference in your libido, or your difference in your, your mindset and your belief system and your faith, and shifting your focus from trying to get pregnant to just be feeling fertile, right? And I'm seeing like someone, in the month of December really making these changes and accepting that these shifts and changes and these removals were necessary, and giving it their all. And I feel like this is what December is really bringing to you, this awareness of this. And I hope that this reading is helping with that as well. And I hope that, if you were able to take something from this, you let us know in the comments. You can say you can say I received this message. You can say I am healed, or you can put like a bird emoji in the comments, any bird, any bird emoji, okay? Because I see you breaking free from this cage that you once felt like you were in. 1111 is what I'm seeing here. So definitely doors are opening for you in the month of December. So let's see what else we have here. So we have Mama and Papa. Stretch your arms out wide and embrace the love, warmth, and healing I am sending your way. So yeah, the month of December is definitely, I have not seen any of these cards, you guys. I'm seeing all these cards for the first time with you. Look at that little doggy here on my desk. But I definitely feel like, there's a lot of blue frequency here too. And blue is the throat chakra. Indigo is the third eye. So it could be like third eye and throat chakra energy. Definitely feeling crown too, like I said prior. Oh yeah, with the purple. Yep. Crown energy. Okay. So definitely working on your upper chakras are, coming through very heavily. Of course, Spirit was talking about you getting into that, that sacral a little bit, but maybe you've already been working with that. When I just felt like my head started hurting. So yeah, someone could be dealing with like a headache, or you could just be feeling really, your crown is really being emphasized here, because I really just started feeling like pain in my head. That's so weird. But Spirit is asking you to just be open, right? Your baby's coming through and saying, Mommy, Daddy, embrace the love, the warmth, and the healing that I'm sending your way in the month of December. And so this kind of just wraps things up for us and lets us know that we are indeed, this is what is indeed shifting for you or happening for you in the month of December 2025. These are the cards that I've already pre-selected. I wanted to pull a few more. I'm going to pull from 3 more decks for you guys, and then we will call it a read, okay? I hope that these messages, like I said, align with you. If we have a penguin, a penguin emoji, I don't know if we do. If we do, go ahead and put that in the comments too. I did say a bird, and then the penguin was like, me, me, me. So penguin emoji would be really cute, but any bird, okay? And stretch your arms out wide. It's just like, like I said, I see you breaking free this month, or, telling yourself like, even if I'm not ending this year with a baby in my arms, right? Baby maybe in your womb. We're not counting out, a Christmas BFP. Okay, I'm not counting that out at all. But I do feel like, maybe you had other plans here, and maybe it wasn't getting the BFP for Christmas. Maybe it was like making an announcement, or maybe it was holding baby in your arms, or giving birth before Christmas and then having your baby with you for Christmas. But what I feel here is that, your little one is saying that as long as you embrace, okay, what baby is pouring into you, you will be able to move forward from this phase that you have found yourself in, okay? I'm hearing the storm is over. We have high chance for conception, you guys. Okay, that is beautiful. So December is bringing a high chance for conception for you, December 2025. I am loving this energy. Bottom of the deck, we have retreating / pulling back, which definitely confirms what I was feeling before. I was saying, this is what I feel like you guys may be doing, like kind of taking a review of everything. And because of that, I feel like you are going to be given a high chance for conception, because there will be some things that that are brought to your awareness because of this retreat here, okay? And you could have already been in this energy where you took a break because you were like, something doesn't feel right. I need to kind of realign, not just for conception, but just my energy in general. All right, let's see what else we have here coming through for you guys. Okay, what else is December 2025? Ooh, that's a lot. Let's shuffle again. What else is December 2025 bringing for Pile 1 for their fertility journey? Excuse me. For Pile 1, definitely work on that throat chakra. Okay, I just heard drink some lemon tea or some warm water with lemon in it for someone. Okay, maybe you feel like you're getting a little sick, experiencing cold nasal drip, headaches. Okay, take care of your physical body at this time. Okay, Spirit, what is December 2025 bringing to pile number 1, fertility journey? Thank you. We have the knife. Ooh, so before reading the message, and then just looking at the knife, first of all, they're in a kitchen. Oh, this is so pretty. I have not seen this card yet in this deck. But my eyes want to go to the bottom and I don't want to read it yet. But with the knife, I heard cutting through the BS. So I feel like you are being given the opportunity to cut things away, once again, that just don't feel aligned, okay? And then the grapefruit here, I'm hearing something about blood pressure or something like that. So, I'm not a doctor, but I do feel like, if you have been feeling called to really tune into your physical health, Spirit has brought this up a few times for you. So December is also, I feel like you're going to create a breakthrough when it comes to your physical health, okay? It says social media comparison and pain. Don't let social blades carve into your self-worth. I don't know why there's a slash there, but anyways, don't let social blades carve into your self-worth. So I feel like maybe you guys have been, the comparison bug loves to bite the mamas and papas of the trying to conceive journey, and we like to compare ourselves. We don't like to. It's just a thing that happens. We find out someone's pregnant and we start comparing ourselves and start realizing that they started trying after us and they're pregnant and they're going in their second kid, and we've been trying for this long, and it's I thought it was gonna be me. It happens, right? It happens. And I feel like some of you guys are being called to get off of social media. Okay, if you're in a part of a group where there's a TTC group, or if you've indulged yourself into this life of getting pregnant, pull back from that. Okay, cut some of those things away. Also, if you're used to having conversations about getting pregnant with multiple people, that, it's kind of I feel like it's two sides of a coin here. It really just depends on how you feel. For some, it's going to be uplifting and help encourage you and help you feel motivated to keep moving forward. For others, it's going to put you down. It's going to make you not feel good. And that's okay, right? Maybe something that's meant to help you feel good, it was created to help you feel good, is not making you feel good. It's time to move away from that. Maybe something that, you wouldn't expect to help you feel good does. It's okay to be there, okay? Spirit is saying. So, I feel like in December you're also, stopping or blocking the comparison bug. You're taking it off of you. You're not allowing, yourself to go there is what I'm hearing mentally, which is why you're being called to really tune into your mental health as well. Okay. All right, last message, you guys. I know this reading was kind of long, but that's the normal around here. But I hope that you enjoyed these messages from your spirit baby. They definitely, and your spirit team in general, they definitely had a lot to share with them about the month of December and what it's bringing to your journey. Let's see, our last card here we have is water energy, divine feminine / go with the flow. Yeah, things are going to be a lot more flowy for you in the month of December. I feel like that's a big part of like what this, what is it, spirit, like this like step away energy is. It's like getting out of the hustle and bustle of trying to conceive, and just seeing the outcome as the prize, and instead breaking it down into little small prizes, right? Like I'm winning at every stage of my journey. And that is also a great affirmation to put into the comments. If you like, you can say, I win at every stage of my journey. I win at every stage of my journey. Or you can say, I'm a winner at every stage of my journey, whichever feels more aligned for you. Okay, so that is what I have for you, my beautiful goddesses and gods. If you are a water sign or your partner's a water sign, this can also be confirmation, sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, we are in Scorpio season, but that can be very aligned as well. Just confirmation, this is your reading. Okay, remember to go with the flow in the month of December. Everything is aligning for you just how it is meant to. Okay, and not just for you, but for baby as well, is what I'm hearing. Baby's like, it's aligning for me too, mama and papa. Okay, all right. If you were attracted to another pile, then I'll see you there. If not, then I'll see you in the other December readings, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 2 as your reading. If you're attracted to this pile, that means that this malachite stone, okay, attracted you. It called you in. Maybe the color green you've been attracted to. Maybe the pattern you were attracted to, or maybe you've just been feeling called or attracted to the number 2, or it's been pulling you in. Okay. So in this reading, this is your December 2025 fertility check-in reading. We're going to see what the month of December 2025 will be bringing to your fertility journey, how things will be shifting, changing, what blessings or gifts will be given, and how spirit is guiding you along, okay, during this month. If you're looking to see if you may be conceiving this month, we may get a message surrounding that. But if we don't in this pile or in this reading, do not worry. I am going to be doing specific pick a card readings for that will be surrounding that. Will I conceive in the month of December 2025, as well as like what is it that my baby needs me to know in December 2025. So there's going to be a various amounts of readings that will be coming through for this month. So if this reading does not provide you with a message, then don't worry, okay? There are going to be more. So I have a few selected cards already, or pre-selected cards already for your reading. And the first card that we have says Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune in to the portal of your heart. Okay, so in the month of December 2025, I feel like you are going inwards. Okay, I feel like we are calling back our energy, and we're pulling away from the external circumstances, and we are going into our inner temple. Okay, I feel like not just that, but I'm hearing self-love, and I'm hearing like religion, spirituality, self-awakening is what I heard, self-awareness as well, and then in alignment with devotion. So I'm hearing that paired with devotion, which lets me know that this is a deeper type of love. This is a deeper type of experiencing, feeling, living things out, okay, than you've done in a very long time. Devotion is a very serious phrase, right? It has a very serious meaning behind it. You may be getting closer to God in the month of December, or closer to whatever belief or spiritual connection you have. Religion, maybe I'm hearing someone's going back to church, or you're visiting a temple. You are, cutting out friends, family, social media. Like you're getting away from the external influences. You are, for some, this is also revolving, your fertility journey specifically, and you literally tucking that away, meaning that you're only discussing that with maybe you, your partner, and one or two other people. Okay. Maybe you felt like you've spread this energy out so thin that it is pulling on you. It doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't feel good. And the Spirit is saying you are in the month of December being called to tune into the portal of your heart, your feelings, your emotions. What feels good? What feels in alignment for you? What feels right for your higher self? I also see a lot of you guys connecting with your higher self too, on a more on a deeper level. Okay. And I mean, that makes sense, right, given the fact that we have the word devotion here and inner temple. I do feel like a lot of you guys will be finding yourself meditating more, getting more advice from it within than without. So you may be like, once again, cutting away like the external noise. Maybe you're seeing like multiple doctors, or you're going to multiple healers, or you're getting a lot of fertility readings. Okay. Maybe you find yourself wanting to pull back. Maybe you're like, you know what, I'm going to look at one collective reading a month, or maybe two or three, right? I have my favorite readers that I want to like tune into, but more so I'm going to be connecting with my higher self. I'm going to be asking my higher self, what is our next move meant to be, right? And I feel like some of you guys will find comfort and clarity in doing that. Okay. Let's look at the other cards I have already shuffled for you. In the month of December, we have hi mama, I am bringing your awareness to synchronicities that are key. Okay, so in the month of December, you are also being brought like awareness of the synchronicities, the different things that have been happening over and over again. I'm hearing repetitive cycles, the things that have been happening over and over again in your journey to baby, that have been happening in your menstrual cycle, that have been happening. I'm hearing someone say like, wow, I notice every time, like a few days before I start my menstrual cycle, I start having this really bad pain, by my ovary. And so that kind of leads you to digging deeper, going within, but also going to your physician, right? And that leads to an awareness, an answer, and your baby's like, yes mama, I've been trying to bring your attention to this synchronicity, this thing that keeps happening over and over again, right? Maybe you are trying to conceive in a specific way, and you start, once you go within, you start, hearing that this may not be the way to conceive. Maybe you're meant to go and work with a fertility specialist and be directed by them and have them hold your hand through the process. And baby's like, yes mama, I've been trying to bring your awareness to the fact that I haven't come through in this way yet, because I'm not meant to. That's not how my life is meant to begin. So I feel like there is a deeper understanding that is happening in the month of December for you through synchronicities your baby's bringing you to. I'm also are showing you, right? I'm also seeing like physical signs of synchronicities as well, more so signs. I'm seeing like small animals, small birds, small insects. I'm actually seeing a big butterfly. Okay, so even though it's a small insect, it's like big for a butterfly is what I'm hearing. And this may be like a butterfly that visits you frequently, like on a regular basis, or something that you recognize in like a specific spot. Maybe every day at work you notice that there's one particular person, maybe it could be a person that shows up, and you're like, wow, that's weird, I've seen this person 3 days in a row, right? Start tuning in. Like, don't go up to them and say, hey, I've seen you 3 days in a row. But start tuning into self, connecting with your spirit baby as well. Okay, I feel like there's such a spiritual vibe to pile number 2 that I feel like also learning about deepening your communication with your own baby is something that also feels like a part of December's energy too, okay, in the spiritual sense. So you can tune into them and say, hey baby, like, are you sending me this sign? Or hey spirit team, what's up, what's going on, right? Why do you keep showing me this same person when I haven't seen this person 3 days in a row when I've never seen them before, right? Because the signs are signing, I'm hearing, and the sinks are sinking. They're not just happening for no reason, they are happening for a purpose. There is a reason and a purpose behind this. Okay, the month of December, oh my gosh, okay? The month of December is also bringing you motherhood, okay? I love this for you guys, okay? Pound number 2, my ears are ringing right now. It says possibly pregnant, abundant motherhood. You are feeling so abundant in the month of December 2025. You may be finding out that you're pregnant. Also, the synchronicities and the signs may be popping up, and maybe signing and syncing because you're pregnant, okay? And baby is wanting you to bring your awareness to your inner temple, your inner womb, okay? Your womb, the internal. This is why you're disconnecting from the external as well. For some of you guys, you are, because you were pregnant, because you're finding out you're pregnant, because baby is planning to implant into your womb this month if you're not already, okay? And so baby is wanting you to really tune into your heart, like, mommy, how are you feeling right now, right? Like, how are you feeling? Like, do you feel pregnant? Like, are you noticing the signs, the symptoms that I'm sending your way? Like, are you picking up on what I'm putting down right now? And so also the fact that I was just talking about like the pain near the ovary, right? This could be like a very strong ovulation, okay? Maybe you're ovulating later, because I did say a few days before my cycle. So for some of you guys, I'm hearing like track your ovulation until you get a clear confirmation that you've ovulated, okay? Like, there are various ways that you can test your progesterone after ovulation to confirm ovulation. So look into those different ways. Some ways that I like is through tracking my basal body temperature. You can also do like use a device like Mira, or Inito is another one that will help confirm your ovulation. You can track your, if you just would like to just use at home ovulation test, you can do that too, and then wait until the test fades, wait a couple of days. But that doesn't really confirm ovulation. It just lets you know that you peaked or you surged, but it doesn't confirm that you actually released an egg. So it can get a little complicated there, right? Which is why having someone hold your hand through the process, maybe your doctor is willing to give you. I had a doctor that I was working with, and she was so nice, and she literally I haven't seen her in so long, but she literally would like let me go and get tested for my progesterone levels tested on 7-DPO to confirm that I actually did release an egg, that I actually did ovulate, to let me ease those worries, right? And so that's something that I feel like some of you guys may be finding yourselves in a position, where you can work with someone who can help you confirm these different things. Prove is another like at-home testing kit that can confirm ovulation for you. Proov. Okay, you can find their test on Amazon. So there are various ways, okay, of testing, but I do feel like the month of December is planning on bringing a baby your way, okay? So let me know down below in the comment section if you claim this energy, okay? If you're claiming this baby, claiming this pregnancy, you can say, I claim this pregnancy, I claim this baby. And also I'm seeing put like a rose emoji or like some sort of flower emoji if you want to just put an emoji, okay? But in the month of December, you're also being given the awareness to tune into self. Some of you guys are already in this energy, but self-care, relaxation, emotional well-being, okay, is something that you're really feeling like you need to tune into, which is why the inner temple message came through. This is going to help create a supportive environment for conception for you, which is why baby is like, mommy, I mean it, okay? Like, this is our time. I mean it. Like, this is a time for you to take this serious. Self-care is not a bypass thing. It's not something that I'll just do when I have time. No, it's something that you're meant to schedule time into your day for, okay? And it's something that if others do not honor that for you, then goodbye people, okay? Goodbye others, whoever they are. The message says you're going to be entering a fertile period, okay? This is the time to connect with the natural rhythms and cycles of the earth to enhance your fertility, meaning go outdoors, connect with the elements and natural healing. The universe is supporting you, okay? So you're being supported by the universe for this conception to happen in the month of December, for things to align for you. They are actually, I'm hearing the universe, everything that makes up the universe, or everything that makes up the spiritual realm, like all the energies, all the spirits, all the ancestors, the angels, okay, the angelic realm, they are applauding you. They are so proud of you. They're supporting you in this endeavor of loving yourself more, okay, is what I'm hearing. Loving yourself more, tuning deeper into your spirituality, stepping out of the physical, the 3D, as much as you have been. I'm hearing you've been heavy in the physical and heavy in the outcome, heavy in what's next, and you're stepping out of that in the month of December. And your spirit team is just so, so, so proud of you for doing that, okay? And so they are supporting you. I'm hearing ask and you shall receive. So whatever you ask for, you shall receive. And that is a great affirmation to put in the comments if you'd like. You can say, whatever I ask for, I receive. Okay. Let me see. Anything else? Spirit, I'm hearing to say something else. So shall I receive. I'm hearing for what I ask, so shall I receive. For what I ask, so shall I receive. That feels really powerful to me. And I was hearing like saying it in a different way. So that, excuse me, I think I'm going to go back and listen to this and write it myself. For what I ask, so shall I receive. You know what? I'm actually going to write it down right now, you guys. Give me a second. Let me get my little paper and my pen because I don't want to miss out on this. Even, I don't know if this is a pile that I'm going to choose, but I definitely aligned with that phrase and I love that phrase. So thank you, Spirit, for giving us that. And I feel like, you know, because you are going to be tuning more and more into your own, into your higher self and your higher frequency on your own, I do feel like, you know, Spirit is also going to be giving you phrases like that, like things that are going to help you. It's like you're becoming your own like healer, your own guru, your own, you know, affirmation coach, if you will. Okay, so what was it, guys? For what I ask, I shall receive. I love it. You guys, I am a student just as you are, okay? Like, I be listening and learning and using just like you, okay? All right, so let's see what else December 2025 is going to bring to your fertility journey. We have an affirmation, okay? It says, I trust in the divine timing surrounding the arrival of my baby. Yes, and this is why, for some of you, I don't want to say, like, you know, this is what needs to happen in order for you to conceive, because that's so not true, and I actually don't like that phrase because everyone's journey is different. Everyone needs something different. That's why everybody's journey is different. But timing is so important for pile number 2, okay, for you guys. Okay, the divine timing. And I know we don't like that. I know we can't stand it sometimes, okay? Because divine timing, what the heck is that, right? But divine timing and trust is a big energy that I feel like is being poured into your journey to baby in the month of December, okay? Because it is a big component to you growing your family, to you adding this little one to your family. Divine timing means something that cannot be calculated here on earth. Point blank, period. Okay, like that is like the perfect definition. It's something that we cannot look at our watch. We can't, you know, it's in divine's timing. A lot of times divine timing shifts, changes because it's divine. Okay, like I don't know how else to explain this, but it's divine. This is not coming from me, you guys. This is coming from someone's spirit team, or someone's like, it feels like a loved one is fed up because you have been stressing over timing, and they're like, we don't know how else to tell you what divine timing is, but it's something that you cannot measure. It is not something that you can get a reading about and, you know, the prediction will come true, right? It's just not something like that, okay? Why they got me singing about predictions when I be predicting pregnancies? I kind of feel offended, but I get it at the same time because they really meant that message, you guys. Someone has been really stressing about timing here, and your spirit team is like, please let that go. Please let that S go is what I'm hearing, okay? I don't want to curse because it feels weird, but please let that S go, okay, is what I'm hearing. Your spirit, your loved one is saying to you, because this baby is coming. They've already put them on the sled. They've already pushed them towards you. They're on their way. Don't worry about it. But this affirmation is going to help you, okay? Trust ooh, and I just got to chill. This affirmation is going to help you trust in the divine timing, okay, of your baby's arrival. Because they're coming, regardless. They're coming. Like, you're watching this pile, you're a mother, okay? You're a mother, maybe you already have children, and you're gonna have more children, okay? Like, you're a mother, you're about to be pregnant again, okay? Or you're about to be pregnant. So, I'm hearing that as a fact, okay? And so December, it looks very promising for conception, but please keep in mind this affirmation. Okay. Trust in the divine timing surrounding the arrival of your baby. Okay, and that is a great affirmation to put in the comments too, if you like. I trust in the divine timing surrounding the arrival of my baby. Okay. All right, pile number 2. We have a few more cards that I want to shuffle with you guys. Let's go ahead and get these messages. Pile number 2. What is December 2025 bringing to you? Okay, being spontaneous. Yes, this is what happens when you detach from the 3D. This is what happens when you tune into your intuition. You start moving more spontaneously. So in the month of December, there's going to be a lot of spontaneous movement, choices, decisions made in your journey to baby. And some of them may be surrounding nutrition, okay? But I also feel like this is a separate message. And in the month of December, you will be focusing more so on your nutrition. And I'm hearing nutrition is not just about I heard fruits of labor. So it's not just about the fruits of your, like the fruit that you put into your body. I'm hearing fruit of the womb, fruits of labor. There's a lot that is happening where I feel like, what is feeding you? Okay. What is feeding your journey? What is feeding your energy? What is feeding your body? What is feeding your mind? Like you're being more focused on what is actually feeding you and nourishing you and what's not. Okay. And you're allowing yourself to move away from the things that are not, so that you can stay the course. Okay. Let's see what else we have coming through in December 2025. Pile number 2, Spirit. What can they expect in their journey to baby? What is December bringing to their journey to baby, Spirit? What is December 2025 bringing to them? So we have 2 cards that came out this deck. The first one says globe, and it says positioning, journey, and clarity. Cross-cultural boundaries and a new perspective will transform your thinking. Some of you guys may be traveling out of the country, okay? Or there could be some family that's coming in from from outer space, from out of state, or from out of, I'm hearing out of this world, from out of state or from out of the country. And they may be giving you some new perspectives on things, helping you see a new position in your journey, providing you with clarity. Didn't I say that, you guys? Clarity is definitely coming through in December for you. I think I said that when I was talking about the inner temple energy, but clarity is definitely something that I feel is happening here for you guys. Pile number 2, okay, on your journey to baby. Cross-cultural boundaries could definitely be that maybe you are using things that are traditional. I was picking up with the inner temple. This could be maybe getting back to your roots. Maybe, someone that is like maybe your I heard abuela. So this could be someone like your grandmother or your great grandmother, or a tradition that's been passed down from generation and generation that has helped women become very fertile or be very fertile throughout their lifetime. You may be like, oh, let me just go into, use this thing that they told me to do. It may taste nasty. It may, be like you have to do something consistently, right? I heard fruit of your labor. So maybe you have to, pour into something in order to get something from it. But it is definitely going to benefit you, okay? Big time. It's going to transform the way you see your journey, the way you think about your journey, and the way that you receive in your journey. And then out of this world, it made me think about being in that astral realm. It made me think about like being in a different headspace, being out of your mind as well, like kind of like removing yourself from overthinking, right? And just kind of being in that, once again, that dreamy, imaginative, visionary, Aquarius type energy, if you will, where you say you move spontaneously. Excuse me, you kind of take the strategy out of it. You only do what you feel intuitively called to do. I love this energy. This is an energy I feel like I've been missing. So maybe this is my pal, but I feel like, there have been so many, like, trying to figure this out and trying to get this out and trying to get that. And I'm really feeling for pile number 2, you guys, you find clarity in the spontaneous movements. I actually heard you find clarity in the unknown. So that's very interesting. The owl, wow. So we have wisdom coming through as well with the owl, you guys. That is so crazy. You may have been called to pile number 1 as well. There's a couple of things that I'm kind of like vibing or feeling with pile number 1. So you may have been feeling called to pile number 1. If you were, definitely check it out. But it says uninvited change or arrival. Arrival, baby's arrival. Okay. Oh my gosh. It says the arrival of an uninvited guest will alter your plans. Not saying that your baby's not uninvited, but I do feel like you guys are kind of stepping away from the fertility world, or like, trying to get pregnant. And so therefore, since you're stepping away from that space and that world, it's like when you do find out you're pregnant, it'll be a bit like from this spontaneous energy. It's kind of like maybe you are being more aware of the syncs in your body. And oh, Spirit is also reminding me, how it's like you might want to use like a device, or you might want to test more frequently. Spirit's like, no, okay. For some, that is something that you'll need to do to confirm ovulation. But Spirit is definitely not telling you to add more things in. You're not being called to add more things in. Once again, you're being called to listen to your inner guidance. So that's why your baby is bringing you these synchronicities and these signs of fertility, of high fertility, of, like getting these urges and nudges to just do random things. Listen, okay? Listen is what I'm hearing. Okay, listen to your heart. Okay, is what I heard. But listen. Okay, but actually listen with your heart. So listen with your heart, okay? And because you're doing things spontaneously, you're focusing on your nutrition, you're trusting in divine timing, okay, you're taking care of yourself, you're being more in alignment with like, self-care, self-love. The arrival of this uninvited guest, not that they're uninvited, but this like unexpected, if you will, unexpected guest, okay, it's kind of going to throw you off. Like they're going to be sitting on that ledge like, mama, take that test, it's time to take that test. And your plans may be altered a little bit. Definitely feel like, you guys could also be expecting like an I don't want to say unwanted, but like a visitor from out of state or out of town. Like I said, there could be somebody that's coming in as well in December. You could be expecting family as well. Some of you guys, okay, maybe expecting family. Someone may bring somebody with them. So just to like, just kind of heads up. I do feel that as well. But I do also feel like whoever this is, whoever may be coming in, if it's not your baby, okay, and even if it's, is your baby, but we're not talking about your baby at this time. I'm talking about someone that I see physically showing up at someone's house, and you're like, whoa, like, hey, what you doing here? Or they may be coming in with some unwanted or unsolicited advice, if you will. And I'm hearing take what you feel is for you, leave the rest. Tune into your intuition, tune into your higher self guidance, and see if that really is for you, and leave the rest, just like you do with these readings. Okay. Ooh, excuse me, I am burping, you guys. Spirit has been channeling through me like crazy. So let's get this last message for you. Pile number 2. Let's see what else you can expect in the month of December 2025 in your journey to baby. This one wants to pop out at me. So we have abundance for you as your last message. It says, Mama, there's lots of abundance that's coming your way. Open yourself up to receive and trust in the universe. Okay. So trust in the universe. You are being filled with abundance in the month of December. An abundance of positive things is what this feels like here. Okay. Remember to go with the flow. Bottom of the deck, divine feminine energy, go with the flow. This is a time to go with the flow. And we have abundant with the energy of the Empress as well. So you're definitely being called to sit pretty, embrace this abundance. Don't lift too many fingers, I'm hearing. Okay, don't lift too many fingers. Really pull your energy from the external and call your power back into yourself. Okay. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you are looking forward to your December, because I definitely am looking forward to that for you. If you feel drawn to any other pile 1, 2, all right, this is 2, 1 or 3, then I'll see you there. If not, then I'll see you in one of the mini December readings that are upcoming your way, or coming your way. I'm sending you so much love, light, and of course, baby dust. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 3 as their message. Welcome to your December 2025 fertility check-in reading. Now, this reading is going to let you know what December will be bringing to your journey, okay? Whether it's a baby, it's a change of perspective, it's a new physical item, okay? There have been various messages in the first 2 piles, so I can't wait to see what your December will be bringing to your journey. Now, in this reading, we may be getting messages surrounding like pregnancy or potential pregnancy, but we may not, and that's okay. I do plan on completing. I do plan on, well, I guess it is completing, 2 additional readings for the month of December, one being specifically, will you conceive in the month of December? So if you're looking forward to that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as it is on our channel. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3, then you chose this beautiful golden like healer. I think it's a golden healer crystal. I think that's what it is. I think it's golden healer. I can't remember if it was amber or golden healer. I'll have to look it up on Google or something, y'all. But if you chose that golden crystal, then I'm hearing you have golden energy. Ooh, let me tune into this. What is this, Spirit? Golden energy. Ooh. I'm hearing blessings upon blessings. So the month of December, I feel like it's blessings, filled with blessings for you. I'm hearing, ooh, I've been needing this. Okay, I've been waiting for this. But yes, the month of December is full of blessings for you. So let's see what the pre-selected cards or pre-shuffle cards say for you. Okay, we have Unbound. Okay, as your, Unbound is your first message. It says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. So the month of December 2025 is bringing such a freeing energy for you. The full moon in December could be really significant, could be really powerful for you. I am hearing doing like a full moon ritual. It can be powerful for you, whether it's for fertility or it's for other, it's for other reasons. Especially when it comes to like your soul, okay? Soul contracts, when it comes to, I'm hearing like some of you guys, you're calling your power back, or you're calling pieces of your soul back when your soul may have fragmented and specific experiences in your past, and you're calling back pieces of you, okay? And December has had this kind of like vibrational theme for each pile, I feel like, of rebuilding or restructuring self. But you guys, it feels very phoenix like, okay? Like as I look at this card here, I feel like there is this energy of transformation, this energy of rebirth, this energy of power. I feel like you are empowering, not only being empowered, but you're empowering others around you. This feels like it could be a girls group. Maybe you're hanging out with your friends more in the month of December, or you're joining a community of women where you guys empower each other. But I do feel like in the month of December, you know, whatever has been bounding you, whatever has been keeping you binded or stuck or stagnant in some place, you're being shifted out of, you're being helped, you're being removed. And through that, it's almost like I'm hearing give them an inch and they'll, I don't even know what the saying is, but it's like give them an inch and they'll take something, maybe a foot. I don't know. I really don't know what the saying is, but I heard like all you need is an inch. And it's like what you get like from the divine is going to catapult you. It is going to like shift you and push you and help you move into this like this energy or this space where you just feel so free and so capable, so able to achieve whatever it is that you desire. I feel like with this Unbound energy, see all these like these ties here, there's like cord cutting, maybe a cord cutting ritual, okay, would be powerful for you around a full moon in December, or maybe you're doing one in like November. We are so today I'm actually recording this reading on the day of the new moon in Scorpio, and so we're in new moon energy, which means in 2 weeks we'll be having that full moon. So that'll be like the very first week of December, potentially. I think like around that time is when we'll probably have the full moon in December, and that may be a great time for you to do like a cord cutting ritual or a releasing ritual, and I also feel like, you know, patterns that it says releasing soul patterns. So this is not just like everyday, like these are rituals, you guys, that you are being removed and released from. These are things that had you in a chokehold, things that had you in like this like, you know, like you're not going anywhere. This is like lower vibrational energy. This is like devil energy. This is yeah, because this is like, I'm thinking of the devil card here in tarot, and how, you know, that card represents like an energy that keeps telling you something over and over again, like you're less than, you're not good enough, you're never going to be good enough. Like these are, you're releasing these self-limiting or these limiting beliefs of yourself, of your journey, of who you are, surrounding your body. For some of you guys, this is surrounding love. Okay, this is surrounding your worth, surrounding what you believe you're worthy of, surrounding what you the love that you believe you're worthy of. And you have to, oh my gosh, yes, spirit, you have to release this, because baby is only love. Your spirit baby is pure love. That is all they're made of. Okay, love and baby dust. Like that's it. That's it. That's all. The only frequency they carry is love. Okay, so what I'm hearing is like, by you not believing in your worth, and these are, once again, these are deeply rooted, seated beliefs. Okay, these could have stemmed from childhood. They may have even come from your parents. Okay, like when I say your parents, I mean like this could have been something that your mother believed in herself about, and then when you were born through her womb, there was energy transferred surrounding love to you. Okay, and you are washing this energy away, and you have to, because baby is nothing but love. So if you don't believe that you are worthy of love, if you don't believe that you are worthy of like all the things that your heart desires, then you're not worthy of your child. Okay, not saying that you're not, but that's what your limiting belief is actually saying. If you're like, I only attract men or women who, feel this type of way about me, or they never see me and they never really want to be in a relationship, and they only want this, that, and the other. Whatever you're saying, whatever belief you have, or my parents never loved me, or this or that, love is can be in various versions. It can be in terms of work. They don't love me in the workplace. My community doesn't love me. My family doesn't. My husband or wife doesn't. My pets don't. There are so many various ways, right? My stepchildren don't. Okay, think about this, you guys, that we self-sabotage, through our thoughts and through our words, and they keep us stuck. They keep us in places that we really don't like, that we really don't want to be in, but we just kind of feel like we have no way of getting out, or we just don't know how to get out. And in the month of December, you are being gifted the inch, that one little inch that you need, okay, in order to like catapult and like free yourself. It's like all you needed was a little nudge, and that little nudge took you to like way beyond the beyond. Okay, and that way you can connect with your baby. You can believe in your self-worth. You can believe in your self-love. Okay, and therefore your baby can connect with your heart space. Our little ones, they love connecting with our heart space. That is their home. Okay, their home before their home before their home. Okay, before the womb, before the physical. They love our heart space as their home. They love to nestle in there. Okay, but if it's cold, if it's not full of love, if it's full of hurt and pain and non-forgiveness and not accepting and not balanced, right? Then they feel uncomfortable. They're like, I don't really know if I want to be here, right? I don't really know. So, what I feel is that during the month of December, you will be doing deep work. Okay, some of you guys will be doing shadow work. Some of you guys will be doing releasing work, forgiveness work. Some of you guys will be doing cord cutting rituals and other types of rituals, releasing rituals. Some of you guys will be decluttering your homes. Some of you guys will be going into your past life energy. You'll be getting past life readings. You'll be going into your Akashic records. You'll be digging deep, okay? Freeing yourself. Okay, now don't be surprised if you start seeing videos on like TikTok or YouTube or other social media platforms that are in alignment with like working, doing past life work and soul fragmentation and past, is it called past life regression, you guys? I don't know, but like I'm seeing like a lot of different things just kind of being placed in front of you so that you can say yes to them, or so that you can look deeper, so that you can understand more, so that you can take the next level into that. Some of you guys, this is the next passion of yours, if you will, right? It feels like a cleanup. It feels like a soul cleanup or a vessel cleanup. It's like a squeaky clean soul or spirit, right? So that your vessel is like open and to receive is what it feels like. So there's a lot going on for you guys in the month of December. I feel like that starts in the shadows but then comes into the light. Okay. We have another card from this deck. You guys are the only one who got two cards from this deck. You also have Mintaken, and it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Wow. Someone has been, I don't want to say someone's been attacking you, but it feels like you're a light worker. So you're full of light, and they have had you trapped in the shadows for so long. For I don't know, I don't think it was a good thing. I don't think it was for good. I feel like you have light that you're meant to be spreading in this world, and something has been keeping you from being able to do that and the way that you have been being called to do that. 1111 when I say that. And your soul has been longing for this. Okay, your soul has been longing. Oh, maybe a soul song. Okay, but your soul has been longing for belonging is what I'm hearing. Okay, you guys are the original light workers. I'm actually going to read from the book because I haven't read for the book for anybody else, but I feel like I need to read Mintaken from the book so you guys get an understanding or a feeling, if this is you, if this is where you are, what you are connected with. If you feel a deeper connecting, because like I said, Spirit is going to be putting things and understandings in front of you so that you can learn more, so that you can dive deeper. Okay, so here we go. Let me give you what Spirit is wanting me to share with you. So it says Mintaken. Mintakens are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed, so you may be a star seed or star being, okay, you know that, and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintaken's home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakens feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. So if that is you, this is your message, okay? They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakens have an odd longing, for home and struggle with the feeling like they don't belong. It is, I've had that feeling before, y'all. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are a Mintaken or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. So working on your root chakra, okay? Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearning for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. So stop seeking and start creating for yourself. Okay, it says to choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Okay, and you're being called. This is your work, your light transmission. It says hold the card to your heart and say, so instead you can put your hand over your heart if you're able to at this time and say, I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys in this pile, maybe not all of you, but a lot of you resonate with that. Maybe you are connected to water. You feel more at home around water. Maybe you feel like you have been looking for your home, or you've been feeling for a sense of belonging. Maybe in this journey to your baby, you've been feeling like maybe I'm not meant to be a mother, or maybe I'm not supposed to have, this deeper connection with my baby like I want. Maybe I'm not supposed to have the happy family that grows into, watches their children go to school and get older and this and that. There's been a part of you that has been feeling alone, or you've been feeling like a quote unquote loner is what I'm hearing, for some part of your life. Okay, or maybe that's what other people called you. They said that you are a lone wolf, or that you are the black sheep of the family. You're not. It's because you were destined to stand out. It is because you were destined to be unique in this world. It's because you were destined to create on the land that you stand on. Not seek. There is no home that will make you feel at home. There is no phase in your life that will make you feel like you belong, or make you you feel complete. Even having this baby, some of you guys may be trying to have a baby because you feel like it'll complete you, because you feel like it is something, the missing piece of the puzzle, and then that's the last bit. But Spirit is saying that is not true, okay? You are complete in yourself. You are complete where you stand, and where you are is where you create. So this is where you will have your baby. This is where you will find happiness. This is where you will find joy. This is where you will find the love. Okay, this is where you will find your peace, is what I'm hearing. And so Spirit is asking you to create right where you are. Find your heaven on earth, is what I'm hearing, because this is what you have been searching for. Now, I do feel like some of you guys, I was seeing, as I was reading from the book, I was seeing that scene from Little Mermaid where all of the, from Poor Unfortunate Souls, okay, where Ursula had like all of those little worms at the bottom of her like little cave or whatever, right? And she had stole their soul from them, right? And they like shriveled up, and they were like nothing but like shriveled up, I don't even know what to call them, like they're missing their soul, they were just bags. Okay, but they look like worms, right? But anyways, I was hearing that as I was, and this card kind of reminds me of that, how they were all reaching out, trying to grab the Little Mermaid, and were trying to grab Ariel, like, you know, help me, and trying to stop her at the same time, like, don't do it, because you're going to regret it, right? And I feel like some of you guys in your past lives, okay, maybe even earlier in this lifetime, may have had experiences where you may have traded this for that, okay? Maybe you thought the grass was greener on the other side, and so you decided you were going to go to the other side, okay, at one point. And that can mean various things for various people. Please take it as it resonates for you. But what I feel here is that there was some sort of trickster energy, or there was some sort of like manipulation that was involved to make you feel like you had to go to the other side in order for you to find happiness, in order for you to find fulfillment, in order for you to get the things that you desired. When in reality, you are the light, and you are the creator, and you are meant to create what it is that you desire. So all you really need is you. Okay, all you really need is you. All you need is you, your mind, and your heart, is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's all you need. Okay, and so what I feel like in the month of December, and I know this has been kind of long to kind of go into that, but in the month of December, I feel like you are being freed from whatever this is, whatever tricked you, whatever made you feel a specific way, so that you can go ahead and step into this space of belonging, this space of understanding that you are right where you're meant to be in your journey to baby, right, in your fertility journey, and in life in general. And that is going to provide you with a deeper sense of security, a deeper sense of fulfillment, feeling like you are all there, right? Like, and once again, that could be that soul fragmentation, right? Where you know, left a part of yourself someplace, and you're calling that back. You're calling your power back. You're understanding what you're meant to be. And whoever it was, or whatever energy, or whatever contract, or whatever past life experience was holding you in a specific space of belief, or a specific space of doing or being, you're being freed from that, okay, so that you can move forward. I feel like some of you guys have been feeling like you've been fighting an invisible force along your journey, and this is what that invisible force has been, okay? But now you know who you are. Now you know you are the original light workers, and some people don't like to see your light. They want to have you in this shadow, because even in the shadow, you still shine brightly. And I feel like this is why you're being called to use that full moon energy as well, because the full moon is going to match your frequency, because it shines just as bright. And so this is why she is rising up into the full moon. It is calling her, it is freeing her, it is helping her. So make sure you do your ritual at the time of the full moon, so that you can also pull from the moon's energy. The moon loves to help us. It loves to help us, okay? So you can pull from the moon's energy to help fuel yourself, so that you can do your ritual, and it can help your ritual come into fruition. Like whatever you're trying to do, help that intention be set, okay? In the month of December, we also have holistic healing, okay? So I see in the month of December that you are going to be taking care of your mind, your body, your spirit. Holistic healing is the whole body. We're not just focusing on the reproductive system. We're not just focusing on, the things that we need to get pregnant. We're focusing on the mind, the body, and the spirit in the month of December, okay? We also have the Four of Wands. It says higher level of commitment, celebration. So celebrations are to come for you in the month of December 2020. 2025, it says you are walking into a new phase of your journey. Celebrate with community as you transition. And like I said, this was giving rebirth energy. So I definitely feel like a big transformation is happening for you. For some of you guys, this is going to be in your home as well. Okay. I do feel home energy and relationship energy here. So this could be within between you and your partner. This may be within your home, buying a new home, moving to a new home, looking for a new home, creating a new home, building one from scratch. Okay. If you've been feeling called to do that, that can also be something that you're being encouraged to do. Okay. And to look into. But this is so exciting. It says the past efforts and plans you've put into motion are creating a stable and supportive foundation. So this is what I'm saying. By you tuning into that past energy, by you coming to this realization and understanding and freeing yourself, you are creating a stable foundation. You are creating what you can once and now and forever call your home. Not something that you will be forever seeking, but something you will forever have as a part of you. It says, work with your doctor through any health concerns you may have. Stay committed to your healing routine and your or your medications. Okay, so whatever you've been doing, whatever you have been doing, I feel like this is something you've already been doing. Stay consistent with it. Okay, stay consistent with your routines, with your healing routines, with your medication, with your supplements, with your teas, with your herbs, whatever you've been doing. And make sure that if you have any health concerns, any physical concerns, remember your body. I remember talking about baby's home before home before home, right? Baby's home is your heart, and the spiritual and the physical, it's your womb, right? As they're transitioning. And then in the physical, it's your house, right? It's their room, their nursery, your living room, your bedroom, whatever, right? Their bassinet, their crib. These are all physical material things. So baby is really saying in the month of December, this is a month of preparation for you, and they're helping you prepare their home. So your heart, which is their home now in spirit, your womb, which will be their home in the transition, and then your home, your house, the roof over your head, which will be their home in the physical. Okay. So I do feel like this is something that is happening in the month of December. So prepare for your foundation to be shook a little bit, okay, so that these things can happen is what I'm hearing. But it's all for your highest good, the highest good of your children, the highest good of your partner. And it's going to help you step into this higher level of, this higher, is almost hearing like higher ranking. So you're moving into like a phase of like being in the next phase of your journey, if you will, right? Going from trying to conceive to pregnant, from pregnant to having your baby in your arms, right? To birth. So I do see that as well. And I'm hearing all the materials you need to create your home are being given to you as well. Okay. So no need to worry about where am I going to get this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? Like Spirit said, they're going to be placing things in front of you so that you can use them as resources. So use them. Okay. Use them. You have the tools. Use them is what I'm hearing. So we also have the month of December. It says the sun shining from behind the clouds is a reminder that even in your coldest moments, there is a reason to have hope. And this is exactly that inch that Spirit was talking about when I was like, all you have to be given is an inch, and then you like can move forward, catapult forward, right? And this is what it is. It's that sense of hope. It's that mustard seed, if you will, right? Faith the size of a mustard seed. It's that little bit of warmth, that little bit of sunshine, that person that whispers in your ear, you can do it. And you're like, yes, I can do it, right? It's like that's all you need is for someone to believe in you, or for you to have believe in yourself, okay? And so baby is saying, in the month of December, that sun that you've been needing to shine or peek through the clouds because it's been so cloudy, it's been so rainy, it's been so stormy, that little bit of sun you've been looking for to help you move into that next phase is peeking through for you. Okay, this little bit of hope. So this is a month of hope and faith as well. Hope rising, faith rising, okay, is what I'm hearing. And that could also be something significant. Hope rising, that could be like the name of a church or like some sort of spiritual community, or faith rising, something like that. I don't know, okay, but that may be relevant as well. Hope rising or faith rising. All right, guys, we are almost done. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I have 3 more decks I want to pull from, so let's go ahead and get your last 3 cards here and see what else December 2025 is going to be bringing your way when it comes to your journey to baby. Okay, let's see, December 2025. What is for pile number 3? Happy changes, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes. So happy changes are happening in the month of December for you when it comes to your journey to baby. We also have focusing on nutrition. So this is a theme I feel like for December. I don't know why. If you know why, maybe it's something like astrological or something that I don't know, y'all. Okay, but December seems to be the month where we're really focusing on our nutrition, but really more so just of what's feeding us, what's feeding our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. Okay, and that's something that where I feel like you are taking control instead of letting things happen to you and things feed into you and you just kind of letting it happen. You are regaining your control, your sense of control around that, and you are saying, this is what I want. You're being intentional about everything is what I'm hearing. So this is what I want to feed into me. This is what I am allowing to feed into me. And that's something that I feel like you'll be doing, or you'll be called to focus on in the month of December. Intention setting. This is a part of creating as well. Knowing what you want, right? Setting the intention for like, this is what I desire. And then, you know, setting the intention for that and then taking that, the action steps necessary in order for you to achieve it. And I feel like this is what you're focusing on mostly in the month of December so that you can have a stable foundation. Maybe even feeling like your foundation hasn't been feeling really, you know, stable. It's been feeling rocky. Excuse me, and you're like, how am I going to, you know, bring my babies into something like this? And I feel like, you know, these happy changes that you've been waiting for are happening within you first, and then spewing out into your, I don't even know if that's a word, y'all, but spewing out into your into your physical space. Okay, but let's see what else we have coming through here. Pile number 3. What else is happening for them in their fertility journey, Spirit? In the month of December 2025, we have 3 cards here that came out. The first one says dining room, balance and enjoyment. So it says savor slowly, stop before full. True satisfaction comes from awareness. Yes. Okay. So you are building your dining room. Okay, this is true satisfaction at its finest, because you are now aware of what makes you happy. You are now aware that I am in control of creating my own happiness. Nobody else is going to create it for me. You know, I am calling my power back so that I can build what I want in my life, and that's what you're doing. And it's bringing in balance for you. It's also bringing in the sense of joy or enjoyment as well. Okay, we have seasoning. Okay, so balance, again, effort and reward. Maintain balance between effort and reward, and satisfaction doubles. Beautiful. Okay, being very intentional is what I'm hearing with this, between the balance between effort and reward. It's like you're being rewarded for the effort that you're putting in, but there is a sweet balance there. It's not you're giving and not receiving, or you're giving 20 and getting 5 back, or you're giving 5 and then trying to get 20 back, right? Pulling that energy towards you. It's the giving and receiving that is also being very balanced in your life at this time, in the month of December. And you're starting to see that. You're realizing, wow, if I take 1 step, I actually move 1 step forward. If I take 3 steps, I actually move 3 steps forward. You're realizing that the effort that you put in is actually paying you back, or giving back to you in your journey. Maybe not in the way that you thought. Maybe you thought if I took 1 step I'd be pregnant, but maybe that's not the reward that is meant to be given for that 1 step. You know what I mean? Not that you don't deserve to get pregnant right after 1 step, taking 1 step, but it just feels like there is an equivalent of like doing something and then you get that reward, and that reward may not be exactly what you thought the outcome or reward may be, but it's just as powerful, it's just as valuable, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, and then we have fish tank, and it says harmony, few, and space. Some of you guys may actually be getting fish. Okay, fish is also a beautiful omen, if you will, for fertility and pregnancy, so I love that as well. Okay, but it says too many fish. It says harmony, few, and space. Too many fish suffocate. Too many contacts drain your vibe. So there's only so much space that you have for, in general, just in general. Okay, so I'm hearing be intentional on how you fill your space, your time, your thoughts, your beliefs, your energy, your home. Okay, decluttering your home is big. I think I said that already, but I feel like I needed to say it again. Okay, last message, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed these messages as much as I enjoyed delivering them to you. Let's see what we have coming through here for you, when it comes to your last message for December 2025 and what it's bringing to your journey to baby. Let's see, how is December 2025 transforming, or what is it bringing to pile number 3's journey, Spirit? Thank you. Wow. I have two for you. So the first one says spirituality, spirit communication, rituals. And intuition. I love that. Okay. So you're really diving deeper into your spirituality and understanding who you truly are as a soul. Okay. Your soul's calling, if you will. Okay. For pile number 3. And then we also have trusting the unknown on the bottom of the deck. And I felt called to read this as well. It says, Mama, trust in the unknown and embrace the uncertainty of life. Know that the universe has a plan for you and everything will work out in the end. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you, pile number 3. Let me know down below. I don't think I gave you guys like an emoji or a phrase or anything to say. Okay, but you can say in the comments if this resonates for you. I would say, I embrace my light. Okay, I embrace my light. I feel like that's something that is needed at this time, that you are in need of embracing your light so that you can shine your light. That's also a really good one. I embrace my light so that I can shine my light and call in my baby. I know that's long, but that's something that I'm hearing. I embrace my light to shine my light and call in my baby. There we go. I embrace my light to call in my light. No, I embrace my light to shine my light to call in my baby, because that's exactly what the babies always tell me. They say that their parents are their lights here on earth. And if your light is not bright, if your light is not shining, then that means that your baby cannot see your light. How are they going to find you like a lighthouse, right? How are they going to find you? They can't. It's harder for them to connect with you. It's harder for them to align with your energy. So I embrace my light to shine my light to call in my baby. Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave with you guys. And if you'd like, you can put like an angel emoji in the comment section if this aligns with you as well. And I'm sending you so much love, light, and baby dust. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.